beautiful soul. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emily the Mystic, and I'm so excited that you're here because I'm talking about a topic today that I get asked so often. I mean, it's probably the biggest piece of the work that I do as an Akashic Records consultant and as a spiritual healer and intuitive mentor, all of the things. And that is, how do I find my life's purpose? What's my life's purpose? What am I here to do? What the heck what am I doing here? And how can I connect to this energy? And how can I start doing whatever that thing is on a daily basis? So we're going to really break that down today, really get to the root of it. This may be different than what you've heard out there from the spiritual community. I know there are a lot of opinions about this. And this is truly what I have found. This is the soul of my work. This is what I help my clients with day in and day out. And this is what has been true for me in my own life. So I'm going to be sharing some examples with you of how I relate to this energy throughout my own life experience. And by the end of this video, you should have more clarity around what your life purpose is. And if you're not fully sure of that clarity yet, some ways in which you can find those answers within yourself. So let's break those words down today and get into it. So what is life purpose? What is your purpose? So what does that inherently mean? Well, what I've discovered from working in the Akashic Records and from working with my clients is that your purpose is literally to be alive. Your purpose is to be here. Your purpose is to be here, to be alive, while also being your authentic self. So your purpose is simply to find who you are as an authentic soul and to live and breathe that energy of just being yourself. It is the energy of being. It is not the energy of doing, okay? So your life's purpose is simply to be. And I know that sounds very woo-woo and very ethereal and, well, Emily, like, how do I make money from doing that? Well, we're going to talk about where that the money piece comes in and the work and doing piece comes in a moment. But in order to help you to find what your life's purpose is, the way that I like to describe this to my clients is that your authentic energy, so who you are as an authentic soul, can be distilled down into an essence. This is what I call the soul's essence. This is an energetic frequency of who you are at a soul level. This essence has been with you, not just in this particular lifetime, but throughout lifetimes. It is the essence of your soul at a higher level. It is the essence that you have brought with you throughout multiple lifetimes. And this essence is the energy that you're here to be. And by being in that energy, it's what you are here to share and to spread to other people. It's the impact that you're here to make. Just by being in that energy, you're making an impact because it's helping other people to realize things about themselves. It's to help them have an experience about something, to learn something, to grow from something, to reflect back and mirror to them something that they need to see and receive. That is your soul essence. So your essence, the way that it comes through to me when I'm working in the Akashic Records, is that it is a word. It is a word to describe the frequency of the energy. And as human beings, that's the best way that we can categorize it because, as you know, everything is energy, right? And so in order to describe the energy, the way that it will come through to me is through a single word. And that's the word that I share with my clients. So to share some examples of soul essences that are pretty common that I come across the most frequently, at least amongst my client base. And this is, of course, based on me and who I attract into my business. So you watching this video, you probably resonate with this frequency. Some of these may be familiar to you. So I definitely want you to perk your ears up because one of these may be like, oh yeah, that's me. Like, that's me. If I distill myself down into an essence, that is me. So for me personally, Emily the Mystic, that essence is joy. I am literally sunshine in a bottle. I mean, look at my shirt. Like, that is me at a soul level, is the essence of joy. I'm here to live a joyful life. I'm here to share the energy of joy with others. I'm here to help people live with more joy. Okay? So joy is my essence. That is my energy. That is what I'm here to embody, to share, and to express throughout my life. So here's some other examples from clients. Another one that I see a lot is unconditional love. So just the pure essence of love. They represent the energy of love. So they're here to share what it means to be unconditionally loved with the people around them. They're here to really find self-love. So for a lot of clients who have express this soul essence, they probably were born, unfortunately, I guess, in a family dynamic or in a childhood dynamic where they did not receive unconditional love. They were taught that love has conditions and that love, you have to be deserving of it by doing something or by acting a certain way or by being perfect or by your perfect actions and getting good grades and being productive and all of these different things. So they're here to unlock what unconditional love is from within themselves. So going on a full self-love healing journey and at some point having the full capacity to be able to give unconditionally to others. So unconditional love is another one, is in essence that I see a lot in my clients. Another one is light. So my clients who are here to embody the essence of light, most likely they were born into circumstances or a childhood where there was a lot of darkness around them. Perhaps they experienced a lot of childhood trauma, a lot of challenging circumstances, challenging parent situation, or just challenging cultural circumstances, challenging situation where they were born from an economic standpoint or from a cultural standpoint, from where they live and where they grew up. And so they as children were there to transmute the darkness through their light. And so as adults, they are here to find and see that light within themselves, to light people up, to live from what lights them up, and to help others to live through the energy of light, to help them to find what lights them up and to live from a more light perspective. They're also here to do the deeper shadow work and to kind of unpack, what's holding them back from being fully in their light. So light is another word that comes up for my clients a lot. Healing is another big one. So healing is also going to come up perhaps if you have suffered with health conditions throughout your whole life, or you've had a lot of injuries, or you've had an autoimmune condition, or you've really struggled to heal in your physical body. So healing will come up as a soul essence. Or healing if you, again, had challenging childhood circumstances and you needed to find your way out of those circumstances by learning how to heal yourself, especially if you have been trained as a nurse, a physician's assistant, what's the word? A chiropractor or some other form of medicine. And maybe going through your spiritual awakening, you're learning, I don't really resonate with this anymore, and I'm here to do more from a metaphysical medicine perspective, from a spiritual medicine perspective. I know that I'm here to help people to heal in different ways. So healing is another word that I see come up a lot in my clients. They're really on a full healing journey in this lifetime. And creativity is one that I see, creativity and inspiration. So perhaps these clients were born into a very, very simple childhood. They didn't have a lot. They weren't really inspired by their environment. Maybe they were born in a small town and they really had to find and invigorate that sense of inspiration and creativity from within themselves. So perhaps they got drawn to studying the art or studying music or other forms of creative arts and acts. And perhaps now they feel called to do that more from an intuitive perspective. So those are some examples of common soul essences that I see. There are a lot out there. I would say if you take a look at common big adjectives, that's going to be a really good place for you to look to find your soul essence. But before you even do that, I would encourage you, perhaps in meditation or in journaling, just to ask yourself, if I distill who I am down into a single essence, what is that essence? What is that essence of who I am? And you may even want to take a look at what do other people come to me for help with? What do other people admire within me? That may also give you some clues as well. So for me, I didn't even realize I was doing this, but I found through hearing feedback from my parents and from my friends growing up and so forth, that I just light them up just by being with them, that I can turn any frown upside down into a smile just by being myself. And I didn't even realize I was doing it, right? So for you, your soul essence is going to be something you don't even know on a conscious level that you're doing. It's just you. It's just who you are. So that soul essence, that is your life purpose, being you, being authentically you. Now, how is that expressed? Okay, Emily, how can I make money by being myself? How can I actually support myself by being? And the answer to that is found in your life's mission. So the difference between mission and purpose is that mission is the physical action that you're meant to do in this lifetime. It's the expression of your essence into some form of action or activity, perhaps one that makes an income. So that could be owning a business, that could be having a full-time job, a career path of sorts. Perhaps it's going into into the medical field. Perhaps that is going into a creative field. Perhaps that is going into the financial system. Perhaps that is going into government. So physical careers. It could also be being a parent. So being a mom, being a dad, being a caregiver, being a grandmother, grandparent, being a guardian or a caregiver. Perhaps that is volunteering and doing charity work through organizations that you feel really passionate about, humanitarian causes. There's so many different things that can be your life mission. And the important thing to note is that your mission changes throughout your life. It's never one set thing. And it's going to grow with you. And you may take on multiple missions at once, such as maybe you're a super mom and you volunteer at an animal shelter on the weekends and you have a part-time Reiki healing business. Those are all part of your mission. So I want you to take away the stigma behind there's one specific mission that I'm here to do, and I am a failure if I don't do that mission, if I don't follow that calling. I am a failure. Or I'm not going to find success if I don't find that thing. Because here's the thing, you're going to find your mission from the simple act of just being yourself. By being yourself and by following what lights you up, you're going to find that path. And that path may not be linear. We are taught that we're supposed to go through school, and of course, if you are from a background in which you have the means to do this, but we are taught that we go through school, we're supposed to have higher education, receive a college degree, and then that leads to either another form of higher education or a professional career of sorts. And maybe then we have kids, and then we grow old and we die, and that's the system, right? But it doesn't have to be linear that way. So any part of you that is holding on to that belief, we're going to let them go now, because your path is unique to you and to you alone. You may even be here to do something that hasn't been done yet, right? And that's unique to you. So it's a journey. You don't have to have that answer today or tomorrow or next week. It is a path, it is a process. And the more you allow yourself to just trust where you're being led, trust where you're going, the more you're going to faster you're going to find whatever that thing or things are for you. And then maybe those things eventually are no longer going to light you up, and you're going to find something else that you feel even more in alignment with. But whatever your soul's essence is that you have thought about at the beginning of this video, that essence is going to be channeled through the mission that you do. So your essence is going to give you some clues as to what you are here to do. For example, if your essence is healing, you may be here to work in the medical profession. You may be also here to do alternative forms of healing and therapy. You may be here to open your own psychology practice or do non-traditional forms of holistic coaching and counseling. If your essence is creativity and inspiration, you could be here to be an artist. But you may also be here to do graphic design for companies that you feel passionate about. Or you may be here to resell old objects that are beautiful, that you really see beauty in, that are going to light somebody else up. And if your essence is joy, like mine is, maybe you're here to help other people find their inner joy, like I do through my business. Or maybe you're here to be a stand-up comedian and help other people laugh. Or maybe you're here to make funny TikTok videos. Or maybe you're just here to be the parent that really helps your kids learn how to live a life of fun and joy. So your mission can get expressed in so many different ways that are completely authentic to you. And you do not need to put yourself into a box or put labels on who you are or what you do. You are here to be authentically you, and your mission is going to find its way to you. You're going to find your way to it. And if you are feeling blocked with anything that I'm sharing, if you're feeling totally stuck, you're like, I have no idea about any of the things, it's because there is some unconscious limiting beliefs, some energy, some shadow work, some inner child healing, some trauma healing that you need to do to peel back the layers to find out who you are as an authentic soul. There are just some things going on in there in your energy field that we need to release in order for you to start becoming yourself again and learning who you are again. But because we can't do that trauma healing here in a YouTube video, of course, I have a lot of resources on this. Make sure you check out my video on shadow work, my video on inner child healing, my videos on the Akashic records for you to learn more. You can also schedule a session with me. But to get you started, I want you to think about who you were when you were teeny tiny during those first few years of life before you received a ton of conditioning programming from society, or perhaps before you experienced some heavy traumatic events in your life. So who were you when you were just a little thing? What did you enjoy? What lit you up? What was fun to you? Who were you at that time? You may want to do some journaling around this because there may be some clues for you in there. But regardless, wherever you are on your journey, you are here to be you. And another thing I feel called to say to wrap this up is because you are here to be you, there is nobody on this planet who can compete with you because you are your own authentic soul. So no one else can steal your thunder or take your light or block you from receiving what you want to receive. You are here to be you. And the people who are authentically meant to find you, perhaps in a business setting, in a client setting, or whatever that means to you, they will find you. So let go of any part of you that feels like you need to compete with others or that there are other people who are too similar to you. If that is the case, those are probably people you're meant to connect with, to collaborate with, to work with, to get to know, to be friends with, right? All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment your insights below. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel for more content like this. I am sending you lots of love and big hugs for finding your essence and your mission on this planet. You can do it. I know it. You're here. You've already started the process. And so I can't wait to find out what you discover. Sending love.